Oh, I haven't recorded. Oh no. Okay. All right, here you go. Try. I want you to try to pour out from one of these big jugs. Nice. Might be a little bit short. Normally you need to, even you cut it to the end, you still need to keep pouring here until it's full. How do you feel pouring out from the bigger one?
Not much of a difference.
Not yet?
Actually,
Yeah, because one thing is we actually still having the same amount of milk in there. And you haven't really used much technique in there, so probably like you haven't feel much different. What I mean is what you doing right now is just the basic technique, which is like pouring the milk out. But we have also the wiggling technique. We have like wiggle push, wiggle drag. So those technique, if you have a bigger jug, it normally will give you a really different feeling when you do those technique. I reckon one of the reasons why you can't really wiggle really well, also because you haven't really understood about the impact of the milk, how much milk sitting in the pitcher, impact of the size of the pitcher. And then also we talk about how we hold it and everything as well. Yeah. Now let's do one more on this cup. I want you to try to do the wiggle.
Okay.
You know how to do the Rosetta, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the Rosetta on this one. Ah, is that the sort of Rosetta you normally do?
Yeah, but I was supposed to push more, I think, make it like a hard base and then wiggle back.
Ah, no, it's just a very different style of the Rosetta. What you did there is what we call a slow Rosetta.
Oh, slow Rosetta.
Slow Rosetta is not like an actual wiggling. It's just like using that flow and drive it a little bit left, right, left, right. It doesn't require you to wiggle as much as a normal Rosetta. Do you know how to do that though? The normal Rosetta, what we do, I'll just show you quickly. Start pouring and then we wiggle a little bit faster.
Oh.
Yeah, so there will be...
at the same point here.
Actually, for the Rosetta, there are 4 different movements in there. And the first movement will be dropping the milk. So you drop the milk first, let the milk slide out, and then you start wiggle still. Wiggle still means you just wiggle at one position in where you drop the milk. And then after that, you wiggle slightly push, and then you wiggle drag. Yeah, so 4 technique. If I do this, you can see what happened. So after the mixing, I will actually start drop, wiggle still, wiggle push, wiggle drag. You see 4 movements? Yeah. Now sometimes people just cut it to 3 movements, so they don't have the wiggle push, they only wiggle drag, which is fine. It just creates like a different style. Yeah. But one thing I always advise people to do on this pattern is for the wiggle drag, don't drag it too early. So a lot of people do this straight away. But they only do the wiggle drag, but they didn't do any of the 3 other. Alright, so first, after the mixing, we drop, wiggle still, wiggle push, and wiggle drag. Or you can get rid of the wiggle push. So now it becomes drop, wiggle still, and wiggle drag. Whatever way easier for you. Normally, wiggle push will give you a little bit longer leaf, while the wiggle still and then drag, it will give you like a little bit shorter, but it's really depending on a lot of other factors as well. One thing that you can see in there is I wiggle quite fast. And in order to wiggle fast, in order to wiggle consistent fast, you do need to hold it in a proper way. I saw the way that you hold the pitcher. You're sort of like holding it like this. So this is how you position your finger. Yeah, usually, right? Now, if I ask you to take the last 3 fingers out, do you see now the jug losing the balance? Yeah. So this is not where you should focus on. You should focus on here. Now, if I'm telling you to take 2 fingers out here, see? So when we hold the pitcher, no matter what design actually, we need to hold it down here. This is where we hold the weight of the milk inside. And if you hold it from here, when you start wiggle until you finish the wiggle, it's still giving you that balance. But then the way that you hold the jug will really depending on what kind of handle it has. So for this, you can see the handle is sort of like going in, but then quite short compared to this. It's still going in, but it's actually longer.
Yeah.
So this is a longer one. For this short one, if I hold it, I'll just put one finger on here, two finger on top, and the other two finger I won't use it. This is how I hold this small pitcher. If I want to have like a consistent wiggle. If I hold on this one, now I can still hold with one finger, but I can also put another one in, or I can put this one in and still hold it right. Most importantly is hold it where it's heavy, which is this part. But then also, you think about the handle, it needs to go closer to your palm. Closer to your palm. So if you don't mind, I'm just fixing it. So try to hold it with just one finger through here. Yeah. So see how I turn the pitcher back to the same direction with your arm.
Okay.
That will give you more control when you wiggle or when you move.
Nicer.
Yeah, it will feel much nicer. I changed a lot of different way before. Now I before started holding like this, and then I changed it to hold like this. But I always felt like something wrong with this.
Yeah.
Now I would not say something wrong, but it will give you a really different feeling and sort of like you don't have complete control over it. You can see on this method, which most baristas are holding like this, right? But it's not quite close to this side of your palm, and it's sitting in a different direction with your arm. So your arm going this way, but the jug handle going this way. Now, if you want to control it properly, bring the handle back to the same direction with your arm. Yeah, and that means this handle need to sit on the some side of your palm. Yeah, and it pull it quite close to your palm like this. Yeah. And now, how many fingers you can put through, depending on how big the handle is. Yeah, but always like this. Yeah, see, when you wiggle, do you feel like a little bit more? So the movement, the milk sort of like synchronize the movement with your arm.
Yeah, it's easier to wiggle. I used to find it so hard to wiggle. That's why I never really do a lot of Rosettas.
Correct. Yes. Yes. And now you know how to hold it, right? Let's talk about where you produce the movement. There are two parts where you can produce that wiggle movement. One is your wrist, which means if I do this, I can wiggle the jug as well. But another wiggle technique is using the arm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you firm your wrist. Now the wrist should not move like before. And then you start producing the wiggle from your arm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me fix it. One thing. Yeah, hold it. Okay. Okay, and wiggle.
Wiggle using
Yeah.
arm?
Yeah. But also, losing, like, don't hold it too tight. Yeah, let it loose a little bit. Now wiggle your arm. Hold on. Wiggle your arm. So my purpose is, you see, when I wiggle, the jug moving between my hand. Yeah, so it's like a bell. It's like a bell moving between the arm. If you hold it too tight, now it doesn't move. Not too much. So bring it down. Bring your arm down a little bit. Okay. The distance for your wiggle should not be too wide. I would actually wiggle in just about like 1 centimeter. Yeah. Yes. Correct. So let's start by drop. Yeah, and wiggle still. Good. Wiggle push. Wiggle drag. Yeah. How do you feel?
Much better.
Yeah.
I tried.
Right. Now let's drop. Drop. Wiggle still. Keep going. Wiggle push. Wiggle drag. Good. Now, one thing that you need to do while you wiggle is you need to keep producing consistent flow. So as you wiggle, if you wiggle push and wiggle drag with different flow, then it would not give you a consistent result. Yeah. The amount of milk that you're pouring is a little bit too less, so too small. You need to pour with that much. Yeah. So the flow needs to be, how much you call this one? Like about 1 centimeter or something? Yeah. Need to produce at least like 1 centimeter width for your flow. Don't hold it back too much, otherwise the foam won't come out. You see, when I do the wiggle, my arm even feel like it doesn't move at all. But the picture inside,
It's moving.
yeah. And that will produce that wiggle line. Yeah, not like if you move too much with your arm, the milk won't move consistent anymore. Too much turbulence. The milk in your pitcher needs to move, not your arm. Your arm is sort of like the source of power where it starts, but the milk inside needs to move. Give you about that much of milk. Okay, go. Hold it. Yes, correct. Let's go. Yes. Yeah, start. Wiggle. Oh, oh! Look at that.
My first try. Okay.
Your
Thank
first
you.
try, and already got. Hey, and it's very consistent there.
Okay. I'm at loss of words. Okay.
Okay, now you
Thank
realize
you,
like a lot. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
It's
No,
really
no,
fixed. Like otherwise, I would just trying different method before, but I didn't understand that part. But when you got that and then you practice a little bit, yeah, you do get it.
You're an amazing teacher. Thank you. Yeah.
Good. You can see for this, sort of like the base here, just stopping in the middle of the cup. It's not like quite going up here. Not wrong. It's just different style. And this style, because we start the pattern a little bit at 50 or 60% of the cup. While if you want this base to be much more, you should start with your cup more tilted, and then mixing less at the beginning. Yeah, let's try. Oh yeah, you should.
My first successful attempt at Rosetta.
It took me like 2 years before, to be honest. Yeah, because all we learned at the beginning was to push the milk, and we're trying to copy the wiggle from other barista or from the video, but we don't understand the essence of that. Okay. Go. Oh, this one is still a good one. Very consistent as well, hey? And the shape looks a little bit different, do you reckon?
Yeah, because I forgot to push forward.
To push forward?
Yeah, sorry, I wiggle and drag.
So you got the wiggle still, and then you got the wiggle drag,
yeah.
but you're not quite pushing it.
Yeah.
In this particular case, I don't think you need to wiggle. Sorry, I don't think you need to wiggle push much.
Oh, okay.
Because one thing you can see, this one is going quite low already. So if you push it, it might just hit the wall here.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
And do you see now the base here does get a little bit higher and open up a bit wider? Do you know why?
Because did I start a bit early?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Yeah.
And then sort of like your milk flow now increase a bit thicker when you start doing the wiggle still and the drop. So that big milk flow did push it down more, combined with like the low level at the beginning when you first started, it opened up the first part really big. If you want to see the difference between the two styles, just one simple thing you can try is trying to do one mixing at like 60 to 70% and then start the pattern. While this one, try to start at like 30% or 40%, 30 to 40%. Then you will see like the first thing is like a lot of milk will push down and make the big base. While the 60 to 70% is sort of like will keep the shape. Yeah, it will shrink in a little bit. For this one, it's a really good one, but you do need to pay attention to how much milk you push out. Because when you start early, a lot of milk is still in the pitcher. And if you tilt it too fast, it's just going down too much. It might push it all the way down and ruin the structure of the cup. In the competition, you don't want to see any of the white foam here actually hitting on the side.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay.
So even you make it that big, you still need to keep the coffee ring on the outside.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So this one, even is smaller, but it's sort of like sitting within the working zone. But sometimes people just start early, but they push too much milk out, and then it go like uncontrollable. All right. Your wiggle back is quite consistent and also quite easy to do. Now, one thing is because if also you do it out of the big pitcher.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. The bigger one does help you to sort of like retain the milk in the pitcher. So when you wiggle drag, it doesn't come out too fast. So you sort of like you're feeling like you have more time to drive, to control the line. Yeah. Yeah, bring it down lower. Yeah, and stay low as you wiggle. Stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low. Yep. Ooh, woohoo!
It's beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah.
Stay low. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see when you stay low, the line from the outside is clear. And when as you're going back, yeah, it's still showing up quite clear. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Good.
Now I actually know what I've been doing wrong, like a couple of steps that I have been doing wrong all this time. That's why I can't really get the Rosetta to come on, the wiggle to come on.
Another easy one for you is a wing tulip.
You can try this.
Wing tulip is actually just more simple than the Rosetta because you don't really need to wiggle all the way back. You only need to wiggle for the first base. We did the drop and then we wiggle still and then we wiggle push and back. All right. What we do now is we drop and we wiggle still in here. All right. And then we wiggle push and then we finish it in here. Might be a bit too far, just about here. So let's say this is the way the handle is. You start your wiggle either in the middle or slightly behind the middle tiny bit. But this is where you start dropping your milk out. So yeah, this is the spout. It could start here, it could start here. Yeah, but where you wiggle is about here. You wiggle still for a while and then you start wiggle push. So you push it through the handle. After you've done that, and also with the same rule with the Rosetta is for the big base, we try to start the pattern a bit early. So your cup needs to be in a very angle, like about 45. And also where you start is about here. You start it quite like early. So let's say this is the middle. All right, this is where your milk start dropping out or where your spout is. So the milk will start dropping about this area. Yeah, and start wiggle and start moving the cup in this area. And then as the cup start getting a little bit filled up in about here, this is where you start pushing it. So your starting point before was here, right? Now you start up like push it a little bit through. So this is the middle still. You push it through the middle. Then you start getting the big base like that. I'll do an example. So if very tilted, you see not this, I tilt even more. Start dropping, bring it high, about 30%, drop here, wiggle still, push through the handle. You'll see after I do this, I can just freestyle on the top. So for these, the focus is on the first layer. With the first layer here, you can see where I start is about here, like here. And then where I drop the milk here, I let the milk slide forward and I wiggle still in here. And at the end, I push it through. So you see this is where it's end. And then you start wiggle another one and then you start stacking the top. It's really up to you for the top, freestyle. Yeah, but for the first one, moving from here down here is how you create that. Yeah. And start. Up. Yeah, wiggle still, wiggle still, wiggle push, and stop. Yeah, and now do the tulip. Yeah, and then one more. Lift it up and cut. That's it.
Okay.
Hey, have you done this before?
Only the regular tulip, yes.
Yeah, the stack one?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
stack one, yeah.
So very similar
Similar, but yeah.
base,
I
but
can see the pattern.
yeah, for the first one, that's how you do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Can I try doing it again?
Yeah. Try at least a few times on each pattern. Yeah. Yes, that's where. Slightly push. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, this is good, isn't it? Look at that.
Okay.
It's still staying within the frame, yeah?
Yes.
It doesn't hit on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that deserves a photo.
Yes, yes.